Today, I want to share something with you that I used to teach my team when I worked for Montblanc, which is a beautiful luxury company. And I used to teach people there who didn't feel comfortable with sales, which actually, funnily enough, at the time was most of the staff, because many had come in for their language skills. We had the most amazing linguists, and a lot of them felt very, very uncomfortable selling. Selling to them felt like they were making people buy stuff that they didn't really need or didn't really want, really expensive things, because a pen, like say, for example, this pen here, like a rollerball, Montblanc, with the crest here. And it's not an advert for Montblanc, but I do love their products. I mean, they're works of art. Anyhow, they also come at a very high price. And so, for this here, you'd probably be paying in the region of like 400 euros, pounds, dollars. It's around that pricing. And so, a lot of people in the team would feel, wow, who would pay that much for a pen? Now, of course, a lot of people do. They make amazing gifts, whether it's a leaving gift or whether it's a birthday, some kind of anniversary, confirmation, graduation, you name it, or for a wedding. I mean, they're really special. They're special occasion writing instruments, and also beautiful to use just for yourself. You actually get really used to them. But anyhow, so I used to have these people in my team who felt very uncomfortable selling. And so, of course, in our roles, it was also our job to add sales onto what people were wanting to buy. And my claim to fame was somebody phoned in to buy cartridges and ended up buying a pen, because we just got talking and chatting, and then I just, managed to just, I don't know, this person ended up saying, yes, okay, I'll have the pen too, which was, it felt quite funny at the time, but also, I mean, it's a beautiful story. And, if you want a pen, you want a pen. And so when you're going to be buying this pen, especially as a woman, and you're not necessarily going to have a jacket to put it into the pocket, you are going to put it in your handbag, and then you're going to need a pen pouch. Okay, so here's another pen inside it. I'll show you that as well. It's really pretty. This is more of a masculine pen, you see here. So this is actually it's a ballpoint pen. You twist it, the nib comes out at the bottom. So that's that. And then, you're going to want to have a pen pouch to put it in for your handbag. Okay, I loved this pen pouch. This is probably like 200 euros, around that, maybe 150, 200. And so a lot of the people, people who weren't so comfortable selling, their mind was going in the direction of, oh my God, I've got to make them pay even more. They're already spending 400 euros. How can they add another 200? Now, this huge anxiety would set in at the thought of even suggesting it. Now, what I'd like to share with you, because this was so useful to the team, which actually in the end made them think, of course, I've got to offer this in the call. The reason being is that if you're going to have a pen like this in your handbag loose, with your keys, with your lipstick, with your, I don't know, your phone, whatever you're going to have in your handbag, and often it's quite a lot of things. That's a topic for a different day. But basically the point is this is going to get scratched at some point. It's going to not look as beautiful as it would if it's protected in your handbag. So basically they understood that actually it's something that's a real service to offer on top of what they're already buying. So that's the first lesson. It's a service. It would actually be a disservice not to offer it. And of course, if they say no, it's nothing personal. They're not saying no to you personally. They're just saying, no, I actually don't need a pen pouch. I already have one. Or whatever it is. I don't want one. I don't like them. I don't mind my pen getting scratched. Whatever it might be. Okay, that isn't important. The important thing is you've offered it, and then they choose. They decide. And this is the attitude that if you bring this into your conversations with people who are considering working with you, this attitude, you've got the most amazing service to offer, it's worth, I was about to say it's weight in gold, but that doesn't work for a service. But if you work out actually what is the monetary value of your service? What is the cost if they don't sort it out and then by not working with you? That is something that's tangible and that's real. And so if you have that very clear in your mind, you know that you're actually providing a service by offering it. And if they say no, they have their reasons, and it's okay. It doesn't mean anything about you as a person. Okay? So really it's this very free feeling of not taking anything personally and really going out wanting to serve because you're sharing your offer. And when your offer is aligned with you, and when people benefit from it, and it's really such a necessary service, you are solving a problem and creating a benefit that's worth so much more than the actual price could ever be. This is where selling isn't selling anymore. It doesn't feel like selling. You just have a conversation and people say, yes, I'm in. And you feel like, well, where was the sale? I didn't do anything. That's kind of where we want you to be. And this is an inner attitude, an inner feeling. It's the embodiment of you owning your own immense value and knowing your gifts. And this can take some time to work out. This is the element of personal growth. So I always say, if you're struggling with enrolling clients, with getting clients coming to you, don't book a sales training. Don't go and find a sales coach who's going to work out with you what it is to say and when and objection handling. There's no point, because what we need to work out first of all is what is in you that's getting in your own way of being able to have this very free conversation without any attachment. Okay, and that's the inner work. That's kind of even just having a minor tweak on the outside. And from the outside it can look like, oh, hardly anything has changed. But if within you it creates an opening and you're working from your heart, like from your soul, rather than from your brain, then that's where the magic happens. That's where you just can't help but talk about what you do. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Do message me if not. If you have any questions or anything, or even comment below, just do have a conversation with me. And it's really, in my experience with myself, also with my clients, this is the work, is finding out where do you feel 100% solid and rooted and grounded in what it is you're communicating, what it is you're offering. This is really the work, because the sales, you as a coach and as a therapist, as a heart-centered service provider, you are going to be able to have that kind of conversation and make the sale. You don't need sales coaching. So on that note, I'm going to be bringing something out in the next couple of days. It's really not going to be long now, sometime next week, which you can really look forward to. I am so excited about it. And it's not an excitement kind of, oh, I'm so excited. It's an excitement that comes from deep within me, because I know this is going to be so special. And I really am looking forward to sharing it with you and just seeing who turns up and who feels aligned with it and who just wants to, be with me for this offer. So anyhow, I'll talk more about that next week. But for now, have a lovely weekend. And I really hope that this little training on sales has helped you have an aha moment, have some kind of click. Okay, so I'm going to enjoy my evening now. So you can see I have a candle lit there. It's a really, the days are closing in now. It's really, I think it's dark by about 5 o'clock at the moment. And so we're really fully into autumn and winter. So I hope it's not affecting you adversely. If you're sensitive to shorter days, make sure you go outside when you can. Have vitamin D maybe. Just look after yourself. And it is a time to retreat a little bit as well. So allow yourself to do that. And yeah, have a lovely, lovely weekend. Okay, I'll be back and I'll see you soon.